Sorry about that. Welcome back to the Blazer Broadcast Network. I'm not sure why it keeps dropping, but it is. So we'll have to try to see what's going on. Ryan Ragland with you at the McCarthy Auto Group broadcast booth. As you can see, a 15-0 run to start the game for Olathe East that comes in tonight with a 13-5 record, 5-12 for the Blazers, as they lost to Sophia Seaman Tuesday night against Olathe West. So she is done for the year, and talked to her a little bit, and she just said she went down court and just they kind of gave up on her. So I'll try to get everything situated again for the broadcast on the social media, as I'm not sure why the broadcast has stopped and then restarted. Trying to get everything situated here real quick. As Valerie is called with the foul, it's going to be her first. And Kramer going up to the line. And we're going to get a foul and the bucket. So right now, East having their way with the Blazers. And only 22 seconds left in the first quarter, and hopefully the Blazers can get on the board. And going up the line is going to be Aubrey Rogers. And she misses the free throw, about the only thing that hasn't gone right for East so far in the game. Huge thanks for Abby for helping us out with the camera while Will McIntyre is in Reno doing his postmastery job and helping out the Reno area. So Abby, who does the recording for the girls' game, is running both cameras, and she's going to be helping with the guys' game also. And that's the end of the first quarter. We'll take a timeout. Be back right after this on the Blazer Broadcast Network.
These are just a few of the sponsors of the Blazer Broadcast Network.
Planet Sub, where you can see every Blazer Broadcast Network video broadcast on their big screen while you enjoy a great sandwich. Planet Sub at 921 East Lincoln Lane.
The Design Company Salon. Check them out on Facebook, and while you're there, you can book your appointment at the same time. The Design Company Salon, 136 East Main in Gardner.
American Computers. There's a reason why American Computers is the official computer store of the Blazer Broadcast Network. It just takes a single visit to find out why. American Computers, 325 North Moonlight, across the street from Trails West Ace Hardware.
These are just a few of the sponsors of the Blazer Broadcast Network.
Ryan Ragland back with you at the McCarthy Auto Group broadcast booth. as we head into the second quarter on senior night. And the final broadcast for the Blazer Broadcast Network this year. There are a couple games left on the season for both the boys and the girls, as they will be, I get the schedule pulled up, I had it written down here. Oh, someone took my notes. And there's a shot for three. The Blazers get on the board with Havlik with the bucket. I think I might have been looking in the wrong book. Yep, there we are. As they will be taking on Olathe Northwest at Olathe Northwest. And another bucket for East, as Blazers will be taking on the Ravens of Olathe North on Tuesday, and then on a makeup they will be at Lawrence Free State. And I was going to try to be able to do that game, but I already had prior commitments, and I tried to get it worked out, and it wasn't going to happen. So that's going to be the makeup on a ice storm there, or a storm that was coming in, and they canceled the game a little bit early, and for three is good. East is just blowing it up right now. 6 for Perez. So a couple more games left for the Blazers before they head into the postseason. And they're going to get the old-fashioned palming the ball or carrying the ball on Watkins, or Valerie, excuse me. And East just keeps right on going with a 24-3 lead. And East has always been a very dominant team in the state, let alone just Sunflower League, as they have repeated appearances for the state tournament. And you can see right there the defense and how tenacious it is. And there's a 2-on-1, a nice feed with assist from Perez going to Kaylee Taylor. And another timeout taken by Coach Leiker. And I didn't see if this was a 30. I think this might be a 30. Once again, I want to say huge thanks to all the sponsors on the Blazer Broadcast Network. As you see, Trails West, Ace Hardware and Feed there, Capes Holmes Heating and Air Conditioning, McCarthy Auto Group, Junior's Auto Detailing, America Computers, Design Company, Humphreys Family Dentistry, Price Chopper, the new Price Chopper going in. That's going to be done here before you know it. So a huge thanks to all of them. Planet Sub, Dan Wise and them. I had Planet Sub. You've got Infinitum Health. Make sure you get a hold of Griffin Johns if you're needing any commercial real estate in Kansas or Missouri. You can give him a call. Capes Holmes Heating and Air Conditioning still has their furnace tune-up. And there's a drive by Watkins. She's going to be fouled. And I believe she's going to be going to the line. And she's going to go to the line to shoot two. And a huge thanks to Chad Rader with 810 Varsity for carrying our games throughout the year on his website, 810 Varsity Sports. So a huge thanks to them. And a battle as Marcos comes up with the rebound. Almost a steal. And it goes out of bounds, and Perez knew that she wasn't the last one to touch, and she was sitting there ready to block anyone trying to get it. And we're going to have a partial block that ended up going off east and coming back the other direction. So once again, a huge thanks to Abby that usually does the video recording for the girls varsity. She is also helping out with the broadcast tonight. So huge thanks to her for her help. And he's quickly back down the other end. Splitting two Blazers, almost got the shot in, but Marcos comes up with the rebound. Quick feed down inside to Shirley. And just a mismatch as the pass was tipped away by Kramer. She's going to go take it herself. A little bit strong off the backboard. And a bucket again by Richardson. As we're about 3.5 minutes away from the first half, we'll have the McCarthy Auto Group halftime show coming up. And trying to get the pass that hit the backboard, and that was after it was blocked by a Hawk. Senior night and Hall of Fame induction going on tonight. As Shelby Lard, now known as Crum, from the 1990 class. And then Cassie Wade, and they're going to have a charge on Havlick. So that's Leiker, excuse me. As Cassie Wade will be inducted, both of them members of the volleyball team. As Shelby was a 3-time All-League recipient, as well as named first-team All-State her junior and senior year. And Cassie was the 2013 6A Player of the Year for volleyball, and also the Kansas Gatorade Volleyball Player of the Year. So, yeah, pretty stout. Both of them pretty good. And another turnover by the Blazers. As we'll have the senior recognition, we're going to have a travel there on the kick out. We'll have the senior recognition in between in between the games, and then we're going to have the Hall of Fame induction. And I believe the Blazerettes are going to have their light show, which is always entertaining. So you want to stick around for that at the halftime of the guys' game. Valerie looking for a little bit of help, and then she tried to get it out to Platt, and then taken away by Richardson, and the layup is good. And it's good to see Platt back in the game after that hard hit she took in El Dorado at the Lady Cat Classic in the 5th place game. High off the glass, the foul. And going to the line to shoot two is going to be Mia Valerie. So make sure you drop a message on the chat room and let us know where you're at, and just like to hear from you. As Valerie gets the first free throw. And didn't quite get that one. As I said, this will be the last broadcast of the year until the graduation for the Blazer Broadcast Network. We're going to, schedule-wise, if we can try to get some weekend games with the baseball or softball tournaments or something, we'll try to get that, but that's going to be determined on internet accessibility and scheduling. So Not out of the possibility, but I don't want to put it in stone. Platt working against Richardson. Blazers doing what they can with that man-to-man and getting lost for the three-point shots. No good with Perez. And get the ball handed off as she drives the baseline. Can't get that one to go in. Platt with the rebound. Pushing it up court. Sets the offense. Tries to get the ball kicked out to Havlet, but taken away by Perez. And she is all over the place right now. Richardson trying to get the dish off, but partially tipped. And then for three. That was a pretty good no call. You had one Olathe East gal between two Blazers. You could have called almost anything, and they just left it. So 10 seconds on the clock. Nice little feed inside. Can't get it to go in. One more chance at it. And the shot's going to be no good at the half. 30-40 is the score. We're going to take a timeout. And we'll be back with the McCarthy Auto Group halftime show in a couple minutes on the Blazer Broadcast Network.
Car buying is easier when you search, shop, and save at McCarthy. Search any of the 11 McCarthy locations. Shop new Chevys, Buicks, GMCs, Hyundais, Nissans, Toyotas, Subarus, and pre-owned vehicles. And save. Only McCarthy has an additional $2,000 trade and $1,000 down payment assistance. Plus, you keep the manufacturer rebates. It's time to search, shop, and save. Search Shop McCarthy now or come see us at any of the 11 McCarthy locations.
Introducing the brand new Price Chopper Rewards, packed with new ways to save and new ways to spend your savings. Watch your savings add up every time you shop. Whether you spend a little or a whole lot. Just check your Price Chopper app to see the offers we have for you this week. Then choose to spend them at checkout or at the pump. Download the Price Chopper app now and start saving today.
These are just a few of the sponsors of the Blazer Broadcast Network.
American Computers. Regardless if you need help with a desktop, laptop, network equipment, or peripherals and accessories, American Computers can get the job done. American Computers, 325 North Moonlight Road in Gardner.
Blazer's Restaurant, serving Gardner's best burgers made fresh every day since 1976. Blazer's Restaurant, 131 North Center in Gardner.
Capes Whole Homes Heating and Air Conditioning, proudly serving Blazer fans in Gardner and surrounding areas. Call Capes Whole Homes Heating and Air Conditioning at 638-1647.
These are just a few of the sponsors of the Blazer Broadcast Network.
I was going to try to get them real quick, but they got done sooner than we thought. Ryan Reigel back with you at McCarthy Auto Group broadcast booth with the McCarthy Auto Group halftime show. That was the Blazerettes. And I apologize if I keep pulling the sound down because I don't want to cough in your ear. I'm just on that backside, and I'm in that coughing stage, that kind of lower throat coughing stage, and it just irritating. But anyway, at the half, Olathe East having their way with the Blazers. 30-4 as the guys are coming out with their warm-ups during the halftime. Real quick, to give you an update on what's going on around the state, Blazer girls are 5-12, and if playoffs were to start now, it would be a 6-11 matchup. I believe that's right, 6-11? No, 6-13. That ain't right. 6-13. Anyway, way I have it figured out, they'll be playing Olathe North. If the playoffs were to start now, the Blazers are 5-12. Olathe East, the number 4 seed right now at 13-5. So the Blazers are the 13th seed, and it would be a 6-13 matchup. As the Blazers took a huge hit with Sophia Seaman with a ACL injury during the game Tuesday night at Olathe West. And I kind of talked to her a little bit, and I said, well, at least it happened at the end of the year. She goes, yeah, that's true. Instead of at the beginning of the year and then being out the whole year. So but she has time to rehab it and make sure it's right. She doesn't have to rush back or anything. And knowing her, she'll be back as good as new and have a great senior year. On the guys' side, they have just had some of the worst luck. As right now the Blazers, they are a 13 seed at 6-11, but some of these games they've had have just been unreal. They had that late game loss to Shawnee Mission East at the buzzer. They had the close loss to Shawnee Mission South, one that got away. The one against Shawnee Mission West, that was another close game that just got away from them. Lansing was a game that could have gone either way. That's kind of it. All it does is it takes just a few, and next thing you know, it sets you back. And but right now, if the Blazers, if the playoffs were to start now, the Blazers would be taking on Shawnee Mission South, a team that they ended up beating on Valentine's Day a week ago, and they defeated them 61-48. Or actually, that was on the or Olathe South, excuse me. And that was a well. Let me go back there. I had the wrong one. I had Shawnee Mission. They have not played Olathe South. I'm not sure why that's kind of strange. Now that I look back at it, they've played everyone. And I'm looking at the schedule. They have not. They played Shawnee Mission South, but they have not played Olathe South. Or they did play Olathe South. What am I talking about? We just got done doing Olathe South. Last week we just got done doing Olathe South. I don't know where that came from. But the Blazers actually there we go. Yeah, the Olathe South game, as they fell 50-37. So a tough draw for both teams, especially if you're on the bottom half of the bracket. And we've tried to figure out a way, but with the Acacia fees that have been massively elevated beyond our ability, even with the sponsorship, we're not going to be able to bring any postseason action. It's a pretty hefty fee compared to what it has been, and it's, even though they're in town, it just makes it very tough to be able to do that. So plus with schedule-wise with work, it's going to make it kind of difficult. But if there's any way to have any kind of coverage, I will drop that in the I will drop that on the broadcast Facebook page and let you all know as soon as I do, so that way you guys can cover the team and or follow them, and better yet, we'll have the brackets posted. Go out there, watch them, and support them. Kids are playing their heart out, and I'd love to have the stands filled and love to see the big crowd at the state tournament. So make sure you get out there, and that will be starting next week, as the Blazers will have Olathe Northwest on Tuesday and Lawrence Free State on Friday next week, and then after that, that will start the postseason. We're going to take a time out, and when we come back, we'll have the fourth quarter with the Blazers and the Hawks of Olathe East. We'll be back in a couple minutes on the Blazer Broadcast Network.
Car buying is easier when you search, shop, and save at McCarthy. Search any of the 11 McCarthy locations. Shop new Chevys, Buicks, GMCs, Hyundais, Nissans, Toyotas, Subarus, and pre-owned vehicles. And save. Only McCarthy has an additional $2,000 trade and $1,000 down payment assistance. Plus, you keep the manufacturer rebates. It's time to search, shop, and save. Search Shop McCarthy now or come see us at any of the 11 McCarthy locations.
Introducing the brand new Price Chopper Rewards, packed with new ways to save and new ways to spend your savings. Watch your savings add up every time you shop. Whether you spend a little or a whole lot. Just check your Price Chopper app to see the offers we have for you this week. Then choose to spend them at checkout or at the pump. Download the Price Chopper app now and start saving today.
These are just a few of the sponsors of the Blazer Broadcast Network.
Humphreys Family Dentistry. Come meet one of the newest and best young dentists in the area. Dr. Julie Humphreys will win you over simply with her smile. Dr. Julie Humphreys at Humphreys Family Dentistry, 434 West Main in Gardner.
Junior's Detail and Plasti Dip. When your car looks good, you feel good. See how good you can feel today. Junior's Detail and Plasti Dip, 620-1253.
Trails West Ace Hardware and Feed and Arbor Creek Ace Hardware. No need to drive all over the place for the best tools. Ace is the place and the new home for Craftsman tools. Trails West Ace Hardware and Feed, 240 North Moonlight in Gardner, and Arbor Creek Ace Hardware, 159th and Muir Lynn in Olathe.
These are just a few of the sponsors of the Blazer Broadcast Network.
Lansing, the list goes on into Missouri and Kansas. And playoff broadcasts too, plus top 25, awards, and more. Check it out now, Kansas City's home for high school sports, 810varsity.com.
Just a reminder, kids who participate in high school activities tend to go a little farther than those who don't. Take part. Get set for life.
Ryan Rangel back with you at the McCarthy Auto Group broadcast booth as we're getting set for the second half with the Blazers and the Hawks of Olathe East. Senior night, and we'll have Hall of Fame induction. Shelby Lard, now Crum, and Cassie Waite will be inducted into the Gardner-Edgerton Hall of Fame. And also the Blazerettes will have their light show. We'll be carrying that. And Blazers start the third quarter with the ball, with a very large task to haul. As Mia barely misses that one, goes in and out. Watkins misses that one, and that insult to injury, she's going to get called with the foul. So we'll have guys action coming up after this. The senior induction, or the senior recognition, will be going on between the games. I'm not sure if we're going to be able to carry that. We're going to try. It just depends on timing-wise. And once again, a huge thanks to Abby for her help with the camera tonight, as Will is in Reno, and Abby said she would be able to help the camera tonight. There's a feed inside. That's a nice look, but just a little bit late getting there and the foul. As Marcos is going to get called with a foul. But huge thanks to Abby for helping out tonight. In and out. I was going to say in and out, but it went in and out and back in. as East comes in with a 13-5 record, and they're going to be one of the favorites to go to Wichita for state. And we're going to have a foul on the rebound. And Valerie's going to get called with that one. And regardless of the lead, that East they don't take a break. They're at it 100%. They're just trying to execute, and there's a little try to get the dish inside, and Robertson couldn't handle it. And a nice steal by Havlik as Perez tried to get the ball inside Kramer and just got it to her just a little bit late. And the tip ended up going back to Watkins. And a bad pass by Valerie trying to get to Marcos, and Robertson with the layup and good. And Valerie got trapped on the high post and stripped away from her as she tried to get it back up top. And East just tenacious on the defense and saw the double team possibility, and they just got on top of that. And a shot for three, no good. Easy rebound for Havlik. Valerie kicking it back out to Platt. I thought for a second Platt might have pulled the trigger on that. And we're going to have a foul on the drive, a slight bump. And Taylor Van Reen and Leiker coming in as Platt, Valerie, and Watkins going to take a seat. Taylor with the bucket. See if the Blazers can get a little bit going. Get the nice feed inside. Marcos with a nice job getting her hand on that pass. And then on the drive, Havlik's going to create the foul. And that's going to send Allie Biddison to the line to shoot two. So once again, a huge thanks to all the sponsors on the Blazer Broadcast Network for everything that they've done to help out tonight. And I'm trying to get something working here. And they keep going. Now a 30-point lead for East. Kearney with that bucket. Havlik got that one kind of tipped away by Kearney. And all by herself wide open is Kearney. Makes it 40-6. And I believe this might be a full. And it'll be a full. We'll take one too. Back in a minute on the Blazer Broadcast Network.
These are just a few of the sponsors of the Blazer Broadcast Network.
American Computers, your one-stop shop for all of your computer needs. Stop in and see what all they have in stock. American Computers, 325 North Moonlight in Gardner, across the street from Trails West Ace Hardware.
Planet Sub. Don't forget, when you need your event catered, call Deanna at 605-1068. Planet Sub at 921 East Lincoln Lane in Gardner.
Capes Whole Homes Heating and Air Conditioning. Contact Sean for any home indoor air quality products that you might need or be interested in. Capes Whole Homes Heating and Air Conditioning. 638-1647.
These are just a few of the sponsors of the Blazer Broadcast Network.
Ryan Rangel back with you at the McCarthy Auto Group broadcast booth. 2:50 to go in the third. Blazers down 40-6 to a always tough and one of the state's top teams, Olathe East. And I'm sitting here trying to figure out why the slideshow is not rotating like it should. I mean, it runs through and then it stops on one and it's supposed to be continuous anyway. We'll figure about that out later. Liker back in the game, running up top. Kicks it out. Up top to Taylor. She's going to drive, and nothing there. And back the other way, and wide open underneath the bucket is Kramer with the assist by Richmond. And the Blazers one and done on the other side. Quickly back to the right side, and there's a pass tip by Van Reen. And Taylor tries to drive it in. And Cameron she's just on top on the inside, and the Blazers haven't been able to get a whole lot going. Even if they try to get inside, she's right where she needs to be every time. Yeah, they're going to get a foul, and Valerie looked like she was going to pull up as Taylor was going to pull up and take the shot, and then she drove, and Mia Valerie just got into a bad spot. Well, yeah, I'm doing a score and everything. I'm doing a broadcast. Thank you. Got headsets on. Kind of doing something here. Free throw just a bit short off the front of the ring, or the rim. Flag goes far side, hands it off to Liker. Kicks it up top to Watkins. I thought maybe she was going to try to pull the trigger. Platt with the drive. They cut off the baseline. Then they try to get inside to Watkins. And just a little hot there. And Watkins with the bucket. Still trying to get them double digits in there. And there's a foul by Van Ryn. And that's going to be, did they already? Okay, they're pretty quick on getting that 6th foul there. I wasn't sure if that was the number 7 or not. Here's a pull up for the shot, no good by Schneller. 20 seconds left in the third quarter. And there's a steal. And Taylor's going to get called with a foul. Her first. And we have less than 10 seconds left to go in the third. We have to get the shot off. Taylor puts it up, but we're going to get a foul on the shot. And I think the ref's going to get together. We're not doing the band yet there, guys. They're going to have to get the band to stop here for a second so we can get the free throws done. So Trinity Taylor. And this is the first one there. And they're going to put 0.8 seconds back on the board. And misses both of those. Now that's going to be into the third quarter. 42-8 to score. We're going to be back in a minute on the Blazer Broadcast Network.
These are just a few of the sponsors of the Blazer Broadcast Network.
American Computers, your one-stop shop for all of your computer needs. Stop in and see what all they have in stock. American Computers, 325 North Moonlight in Gardner, across the street from Trails West Ace Hardware.
Planet Sub. Don't forget, when you need your event catered, call Deanna at 605-1068. Planet Sub at 921 East Lincoln Lane in Gardner.
Capes Whole Homes Heating and Air Conditioning. Contact Sean for any home indoor air quality products that you might need or be interested in. Capes Whole Homes Heating and Air Conditioning. 638-1647.
These are just a few of the sponsors of the Blazer Broadcast Network.
Hey, great party. Oh, thanks. Here you go. 1 hamburger, medium well. This is well done. No. That's medium well. What? Are you calling me a liar? This thing is practically burned. That's it. You're not gonna come to my house and tell me how to cook a hamburger.
You wouldn't do it there.
Gotta be crazy.
So don't do it here. Sportsmanship. It's up to you.
Ryan Rangel back with you at the McCarthy Auto Group broadcast booth as we head into the fourth quarter. And the final broadcast for the Blazer Broadcast Network this year on the girls' side, as we'll have the guys tonight, then that will be it. As work schedule will prevent us from being able to do the Tuesday game at Olathe Northwest. And if we did, that was going to be an audio broadcast. And then Friday is a makeup for the postponement earlier this year at Lawrence Free State. And I had already had prior commitments. I tried to do what I could to work that out to be able to do that game, and everything was exhausted and just not able to get that switched over. And then with the fees that Keisha has now for postseason, it is they are charging me the same amount as a regular television station. We'll just put it that way. And God knows this is not a television station. So it kind of makes it tough for financially to be able to do any postseason game. So this will be our last broadcast of the year until graduation, as we have a foul off the ball. But make sure you go to Olathe South on Tuesday and support the guys and girls. And Lawrence Free State on a week from tonight. And there's a bucket for the Blazers. And then the games will pretty well be in town or in the area. So make sure you check out the girls and guys for the postseason and cheer them on. And for three is good by Trinity Taylor. Back-to-back buckets. So we'll have, as soon as Keisha has those brackets announced, we will post those on the broadcast Facebook page and let everyone know where and when, as that one goes out of bounds. And again, I apologize for continuously bringing the volume down, as I don't want to cough in your ear as I'm on the back side of the sinus cold that I had earlier, and now I have that empty throat feeling where I feel like you got to cough all the time. So I don't think you want to hear throat lozenges rolling around in my mouth either. Taylor is going to take another one for three, just a bit short, but the putback is good by Van Reen. So a 7-0 run for the Blazers. As Coach Martin has a lot of the reserves in, or pretty much all but one. Now a feed down inside, shot's no good. Rebound and the putback gets the roll for Madison Hoke. So they are wanting, my boy Adam checking in. Yeah, that's pretty much Adam. They're charging me the same as a television station, whether it be like Channel 4, 5, 9, 41, ABC, CBS. Yeah, it's makes it difficult. We'll just put it that way. And there's a foul on the inbounds. Oh, by the way, Adam, June 20th, I will be in town, just to let you know. And I will be in town, June 20th. Mark that down, Adam. I will be staying at the Casa de Bonilla, just FYI. As Coach Leiker is getting a shift change coming in. Entry pass to Valerie. Double team, kicks it out. Trinity Taylor for three. Nah. That's about the way things are going for the Blazers tonight. And one of the guys from the student section comes up there and unlodges the ball. And Adam, I will have tickets. You have plans on that Saturday, I'll be there the Friday, and then Saturday I have plans, so don't plan anything. There's a foul on Liker as Rogers trying to get around the corner. And now we have they went ahead and gone the continuous clock. So the guys' action will be getting started a little bit quicker, and I think they were doing that so they have enough time for the senior recognition that's going on between the games, and then they're going to have a lengthy halftime with the Hall of Fame induction and the Blazer light show at halftime. So Coach Henry checking in, walking by saying hi. And there's an out of bounds. So the final broadcast for the girls on the Blazer Broadcast Network is 1:42 go. But don't forget, they will be at Olathe Northwest on Tuesday, take on the Ravens. And that'll be the girls and the guys. And then on Friday, they will be at Lawrence Free State on the makeup of that postponement earlier in the year when they had the bad weather. I would think East would just go ahead and go to like a four-corner, and it doesn't look like the Blazers are going to do any fouling. So under a minute to go. Huge thanks for everyone joining us on the Blazer Broadcast Network for the girls' action this year. We have appreciated it, and everyone that joined us when we were down in El Dorado at the Lady Cat Classic. And as soon as Keisha has the announcements and the brackets and everything all set, ready to go, we'll get that posted and make sure everyone can get out there and help support the girls and the guys. We'll have those posted also. And that will be, I think it will be the Saturday, that 29th. As soon as all the scores get called in, they'll get those set up and checked in. And that one's going to go out of bounds. And the final 10 seconds of the game. Blazers are going to fall 45-15. Thanks again for joining us all year on the Blazer Broadcast Network. And we will be back with the guys' action in a little bit on the Blazer Broadcast Network.